It's a feeling. It's a feeling which you've had all your life. It's a feeling which makes you think there's something wrong with the world. It's like a splinter in your mind. This is why I brought you to me. Would you like to know what that feeling is? The Matrix is all around us. It's in your television. It's all around you right now. You see it everywhere. You see it when you go to work. You see it when you go to church. It is everywhere, any place that you can imagine. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes so as to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
You are a slave, Neo. A slave who has been born into bondage. You are born into a prison where you cannot see, feel, or taste. It is a prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
How?
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, and it all comes to an end. You wake up in your bed, and you believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, and you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Follow me.
With it last
I know,
week.
but I was
It's
busy.
not my fault you didn't use it.
Okay, but I was too busy and I didn't have time for release.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Look, he needs it 2 days early again. He told me he'd finally stop using the mouse. He won't stop using the mouse. He didn't even know there was another side.
I don't think that's a shareable item.
It's literally made to share.
There's two sides.
You know that if you use the promo code intellectuals, you get 15% off and you get your own.
Use code intellectuals for your next order on erosandcompany.com.
The mouth is supposed to be mine and the is supposed to be yours.
Yeah, but you want to change it up. And you know what? Why is it always salty?
Intellectuals in!
So Guido, this is your show now. You got to start it
Oh
up.
no!
Does this mean
What
we
is-
get to
how do we
bypass that whole
start this
commercial
again?
that Poseidon
How do we
says?
start this again?
Intellectuals in.
Intellectuals in. This episode has been brought to you by insert here.
Also, Polysleep. Head over to polysleep.ca to get yourself 30% off your next order. Use promo code Pantelis. And if you do so before July the 9th, you get a free Polysleep pillow added to your cart just because you mentioned Pantelis. Eros & Company, erosandcompany.com. If you need a sex toy or DVDs, lubricants, maybe a pocket vag, any sexual paraphernalia you might need, look no further than the leaders in the space. Eros & Company, proud sponsors of the Intellectuals. Use promo code Intellectuals to get yourself 15% off. That's like not paying any taxes. Tax evasion for the win.
Adam, it has two sides. Did you know that?
I can't read your mind.
The sex toy.
Oh, okay.
It has two sides.
Adam, you've been promoted.
We don't have to dock it anymore.
I forgot what docking means.
It's when two penises touch and the foreskin jacks off the other dick.
Oh yeah.
Adam, you've been
I'm not
promoted to
familiar
head
with that type
honcho
of
of the
behavior.
intellectuals. How does that feel?
Mixed feelings.
Yeah.
I guess you could say I'm humbled. I prefer not to be promoted.
Look at that evil laugh. Adam, it's usually I sit next to you. Facing you is
It's a whole other
It's
ballgame.
a challenge, eh?
it's painful. And now I want to put Windex on your glasses. How often
What
do
a
you wipe
shame.
your glasses
I
down?
just washed them earlier today.
You wash them where? The car wash?
in my home.
You walk through the car wash?
It's called the bathroom.
Before we move on, no, I'll save that. I want to ask you how you've been
Oh yeah,
the
good.
last few days.
Well, there is the key word which will kind of serve as the central theme in the sentence I'm about to say is called adaptation. You know, I don't work for the school. I was getting up at 6 in the morning. Sometimes
now
as
you-
early as
So
5:30.
now you're adapting to not working with school children.
It's
They
pretty
are
much a
also
bright
adapting.
product of common sense, right? There's no school in the summer, so well, we're not linked with any summer schools, so pretty much what I just
Could
said,
you
so.
be in the future?
I never thought about it. Look, let me put it this way: there's like 200 drivers that work for us. I'm sure if it was mentioned, then it would be brought up.
You know what? My sister told me they're always looking. My sister's a school teacher, and she told me they're always looking for drivers. She told you that, Adam. You remember?
I remember clearly. Yep.
So now I guess they're going to evaluate Adam. So you said you're adapting to what? Your bed? You're
To
adapting
the
to
fact
the
that
bed?
I don't have to get up so early.
Yeah. So you just been sleeping in, right?
Oh yeah.
Nice. So did you watch The Price is Right today?
I have watched it in the past, but
No, not today?
I don't watch it on a
You
regular.
don't watch some
basis.
good old fashioned daytime television, Adam?
Hey Adam, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
If ever I would want to try it out, do you think I'd be a good school bus driver? Do I need a special license to do what you do?
Yes, and
I
I'm
need
gonna
a
give
special license to do what you do.
It's done. It's all done online. You used to have to go to a school. They just give you, I don't know. It takes 2 hours, I think. Just some questions regarding safety of children, and you do the exam and you're good to go. Interesting story, by the way. I actually got stopped, but not by the MUC police, but by the transport. I don't know what they're called. You know, the transport police. They're separate.
This is very interesting. Go on.
It was a random stop. I didn't do anything wrong.
Ministère de Transport.
Exactly. So, no, they just, you get a fine. They have a little non-smoking sign on your window that has to be installed. You have to have that. I was lucky in a sense. You know why? That said exam, which you have to take, if you don't have that paper and you get pulled over, you get a ticket. I had to call
But
my
it's not your
dispatcher and she emailed it to
responsibility.
me.
It's the-
I thought it wasn't, but it is.
Okay.
Really?
Really? So you were supposed to put a sticker in
It's
there and
both,
you didn't.
okay? The school will not, the company who has a contract with the school will not hire me if I don't have that exam. But at the same time, if I get pulled over, I can't hide behind the school board.
You
It's my
can't hide
respo-
behind the
it's my
school.
responsibility
Adam
to
hiding
give it to
behind
them.
the school. You do hide behind the school. Awful. Oh, that's me. That's Fat Guido.
So
look.
they email it to me really quickly, and I
Why
showed
are
it
we
to the
watching
officer.
me?
Adam, is this the school that you're hiding behind?
Whoa!
Am I really doing
Show
this?
up late. Saturday morning, who wants to go?
Who wants to go to school Saturday morning?
Principal's mad at you. Principal,
How
during
old
the
is that
week, the guy's a
picture?
mechanic.
How old
It's
is
not
this
a picture.
Video.
It's a moving picture. During the week, the guy's a mechanic.
He looks like a child.
I do. Look at me.
When was this taken?
So now when
Last
they're
week.
learning, conjugating a verb.
10
I
years
don't know how
younger.
to conjugate a verb. I don't speak Italian. I speak in Gaelic. And I'm from Naples. Anybody else here know Napolitan?
Woo!
Oh, they went hardcore.
Was this in Ontario or here?
Yes.
Nice job to the Napolitan guy.
This is at the Ford's Theater.
Sarnia, right, or something?
No, this is in Toronto.
Oh,
This is
Toronto.
Good old Guido. I just wanted to show a young Guido.
Yeah, that was me, bright-eyed, optimistic. Yeah.
I'm not joking. That makes him. I thought that was like from the 2000s. I guess you take your beard and mustache off, you're a different person.
I really do. Yeah, I look different. I look like Santa Claus when he's on his days off. No, it looks all right. I got to clean it up though. It's a little too bushy now.
So putting all jokes aside, it was a true story, and I was serious. I got pulled over by the transport police. I gave him I gave him the email, and everybody was
email?
happy.
They are mild. Me too. I heard him say that.
I want to give a shout out to some people we saw. You see, Adam, you know what happened the other day is we went to a comedy show. Do you remember that?
I certainly do.
Yeah, and it was our buddy Pantelis was recording his special.
I certainly remember.
And first of all, I couldn't believe I actually made the special. I had no idea. I don't go watch him do stand-up in French a lot. I laughed my shit off when he mentioned me. He's like, I'm not going to mention his name, Guido.
That's like you saying, it's not me, it's not me.
Anyway, it was hilarious. It was good times to be had, and that we had. And I want to give a shout out to some wonderful listeners. There's a guy named Justin. What's up, Justin? Yes. The other one, now I'm not sure if this is his full name or both, or they're two people. I think his name is Ian Cedric. And last but not least, a lovely lady who came here with her daughter, Francine Pellerin. She's from rural Noranda.
Rouen-Noranda.
That's what that means. Rural Noranda. What is that?
You should have said rural.
It's
rural.
It's a city about 10
It's
hours north of
Rouen.
here.
Rouen-Noranda.
Okay, and what is that?
It's a place up north.
Yep.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thanks for listening, guys.
It's
You
next to
have
Val d'Or.
horrible.
Exactly.
That's right. That's what she
There's
said.
also a city called Amos in that area.
Hamas.
Amos, A-M-O-S.
And there was someone from Amos there as well.
Interestingly enough.
Thank you for listening. You have horrible taste in comedy. No, I'm kidding. Adam, stop yelling. So the elephant in the room is
The
not
elephant
here,
in the
by
room.
the way.
No, the elephant in the room is at home.
Yeah, he's
Someone tried to cut his brake lines, which is amazing.
like in the movies. You remember when they did that to John Candy and
No, I can't say I do. You
Well,
have to pinpoint the movie, but
Well, forgetting the movie, Adam, what happened to your friend Poseidon? Suspiciously, on the day that he has to come to do the intellectuals,
someone cut his brake line.
someone cut his brake lines.
Yeah, Adam, can I see your hands, please?
And now what's weird
All right.
is that you're here, unfazed,
yeah, but
and have taken his seat.
yeah.
What do you know about brake lines?
I was just about to say very little.
So work conveniently doesn't know, huh?
I have a funny feeling the brake line obviously influences the brakes, right? And when they get cut, the brakes no longer work, which can be very dangerous, I guess.
Evil genius. You are the. What's weird about that Matrix thing is that you actually like. You pulled it off. Like that's the thing. You actually we think it'd be funny if Adam did that because it's so not him. But curiously, you were. You actually nailed that.
Well, thank you. I wonder, I guess we still to this day don't know what happened to Sam Adamo, eh? I mean,
Sam Adamo
nothing.
is
He didn't
in-
disappear. What do you mean? What happened to him?
well, I thought it was understood that he was going to show up.
He flipped.
He flipped.
He's
He flipped. He went down. The Rizzutos went down, and
Yeah.
instead of keeping his mouth shut,
Yeah.
he started talking, and now he's got to lay low.
yeah, he's laying low.
No exceptions, eh? Including coming and seeing you.
Yeah, no.
Well, no, he doesn't want to get killed.
Yeah, he flipped. He's laying low. And, anyway.
He takes his house arrest seriously, unlike some people I know.
Yeah, he took the. So have you noticed this thing? I mean, I'm sure you have, where you go to YouTube comments on any particular video, and someone will write, "Hey, anyone here from 2025?"
Yeah.
That's a trend, right? Where people
It's
like
not a
go-
trend. It's
well,
been-
I don't
it's
get
been
it.
there for a long time.
For years, yeah.
Anyone here from 2025?
Okay, like let's say for example, like I type in classic Cheers intro,
And
the
it's from-
Cheers TV show
yeah.
from 1993 or whatever, the intro for season 6, whatever. Or I put in an old song, a Phil Collins song from the 80s,
Right.
an iconic music video. And if you read the latest comments, someone will write, anyone here from... So today I, for some reason, I had it in my head to... I was, you know, when you hum a song and you don't know what it is? Okay, so it was the song... exactly. See, I forgot the name of the song. And These Dreams. Who sings that? The Bangles? These dreams.
Heart. The band is called Heart.
Exactly. These dreams. So then I said, let me listen to this song. And I'm not kidding. It got 200 likes. Somebody wrote, anybody here in June 2025? And 200 other people had that feeling like me to go listen to that song in June 2025. How strange. Was this song calling 200 random people around the world in June 2025?
All the time. That's the beauty about music. You know, you don't realize when you're going to need that feel, but you
Right.
need it.
So I was like, how come? Like, It's the June 2025 comment that got like that many. That's so weird. So it's like maybe all these algorithms are connected to people's brains and certain types that like this stuff. It's getting so smart, the artificial intelligence, that it's even grouping us together click-wise.
I just read today, and this might scare Adam. People have been put in insane asylums because of AI ChatGPT. It's called AI-related madness or whatever. They speak to AI for a long time.
And a guy married his AI or something.
But
He fell in love or
they
something.
get some answers they don't like, and they keep deeper and deeper, and they're like, oh my God, life has no meaning. And it drives them nuts.
I'm not surprised. I see that going. And again, ahead of the curve, that Joaquin Phoenix movie where where he falls in love with AI Scarlett Johansson. It predicted what's happening. There was a guy that legit fell in love with it, and he cried when his AI girlfriend chatbot that he spoke to every day was running out of
juice,
words to say or something.
I thought you were gonna say
and
that
he felt legit sorrow. It was in the Guardian or of London or whatever. I read that. I was like, this is a new psychological condition that they're going to be researching for a long time. Not like My Strange Addiction, where the guy married his car and that was just TLC garbage. This is a serious thing.
I heard of a guy who married his television set, but same idea.
But you would be a good example of that.
Yeah, you'd be one of those dudes.
Yeah, you're married to gambling now.
Hey, Adam, what did you do Saturday night when you left?
Oh, by the way, thank you, Mike Ward. He took care of everybody. Huh? We went to eat after.
Mike Ward, when everyone went to go eat, 16,
he didn't have to.
16 people.
Yeah.
Mike Ward decided to pay for everyone after my show.
Yeah.
All 16 of them. People he didn't know, people he's disgusted by, people he shouldn't go near.
He was nice enough to have, and you were supposed to come. People said, more than one person said, "Where's Adam?"
And we had to tell him doing sexy things with dudes.
Yeah.
And he's like, why is Adam missing a free luxurious dinner?
Guys,
He's having sex
I'm
with
going to
men.
use very simple layman's terms to answer my question, okay? There's this thing called integrity.
Oh,
I believe I have it, okay?
Well, clearly not.
I went to see my mother that night. I can prove it.
Why didn't you see your mother that
how much
afternoon?
how much money did you ask her for?
Because she wasn't home.
Right. She was out gallivanting.
Nothing. Now, let me continue the story. I saw a crazy show, and if you look at your TV listings, it was on at about 11 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. called Crazy Planet or something. And I'm going to go into detail right now.
Oh, that's his alibi.
Can you imagine like an avalanche? Can you imagine on flat ground a whole bunch of ice, like literally moving fast like an avalanche? Even geoscientists.
So that's what you watched.
Yeah. So
instead of hanging out with everybody, enjoying yourself after Pantelis' show, and then we even went for cigars later with Homer and Nick.
Had you mentioned before, hey, we'd like to go out after, I would have given it some thought.
But Adam, it goes without saying.
Yeah, I know. Next time.
Next time. And Adam was asking, was Pantelis doing the comedy that he does, or he did? I couldn't understand the questions he was asking me and Poseidon. He wasn't grasping what was happening.
Yeah, people told me when he came in, he walked around. He's like, "Let me ask you a question." He told the lady, "How many comedians are here tonight?"
I didn't know if it was you and someone else. I didn't know.
She was telling him, she's looking at him. She's like, "Well, I guess there's the one main guy and an opener." And he's like, "Huh, all right then."
Emil Corey was
amazing,
excellent.
It was fantastic.
He hit me with two of them. I mean, 2 bombs. I'll let people listen because I don't want to misquote him.
Oh, yeah.
The drug dealing kid gag is great. Anyway, Adam. So you went home. You watched an avalanche.
Yeah. I watched. What was it? I watched Dateline.
Dateline. Yeah. You like that?
Do you like Dateline?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Matter of fact, I do.
I kind of feel bad when somebody is like they're so adamant about I didn't commit this murder, but they get a 25-year sentence. I kind of feel for people like that, you know.
I don't understand what you feel for.
Okay, how about this? I am on the side of this thing called reasonable doubt, you know.
Okay.
Isn't that what they
in
say
the
for,
episode
like,
that I
sex
was
criminals?
watching, there was even another. I think it was the wife. Yeah, the guy's wife. My husband would never do this. My husband would never. do
Adam,
this.
you know that the jury is
Still out on that?
on the Diddy trial. They cannot come to an agreement on the first charge, the racketeering.
No, I didn't know that.
Can
I
do you
ask
think
I
he's
need to
going
ask
to
you a
walk
very
free?
important
Do you
How many
think he's
charges is he
innocent?
facing? before we-
7.
Wow. Oh boy.
Yeah, so 7 charges. They
Hold
cannot.
on.
They
Do
cannot
have
come to
the
a
jury-
conclusion.
Do they have one trial and a second, third, fourth, or they do the?
I don't know the American justice system very well. I have a feeling this is it. It's either the, but the biggest one. He's not. He's not.
If my memory serves me correctly, that is on the first charge, guilty. On the second charge, not guilty. On the third charge,
Yeah.
they're not separate trials. I don't think.
No. It's that.
Okay.
So
Wow. Hold on. So they can't agree on anything, or some of the charges?
no, the other they agreed on 5 of them. So I'm
Guilty
guessing
or not
they
guilty?
agreed on. Here, give me a second. I will tell you, Adam. Let me. Now I'm looking at my phone like an old grandpa. Look how long it's going to take me to type this in. I can't see. I saw a great trailer for this. The Running Man. It looks like it's going to be a great
They're
movie.
remaking it?
Yeah, it looks fantastic. I really enjoyed that trailer today. We'll get to that. So they've reached a verdict on some counts in the Diddy trial. What the jury said. The jury sent a note to the judge saying they have reached a verdict on the counts of sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution, but they are unable to reach a verdict on the racketeering conspiracy count. In their note to the judge, the jurors wrote, "We have jurors with unpersuadable opinions on both sides."
What was the verdict on the ones that they did reach a verdict?
Well, they did reach a verdict. That's all we know.
Oh, they didn't say which.
Which, yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
But it seems he was happy in court, Diddy. The jury has been dismissed for the day. They will be back at 9 a.m. tomorrow to continue deliberations.
Oh,
So by the end of the week, by the time this video's
I
out,
don't know.
they are going to know.
I'm not an expert on the law, by the way, but I think the system
Shocking.
is similar to ours. Is he being tried in a state trial or a city trial, or you know what I mean?
It's federal.
Oh, federal. Okay.
It is, right? It's federal? Yeah.
Yeah, this is huge. That's why they got him. It's because the FBI got involved.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Do you remember that movie, Total Recall?
Yes, I do, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't
Well,
remember
they-
how it goes, but
I don't know. Should we put that on? Are you going to get the...
I'm gonna get. It's gonna flag the video. I'd rather people be able to watch it.
You're right.
Did you know there's a movie recently with something Plan?
A Simple Plan? Wasn't that with Bruce Willis and...
No. I can't believe I forgot his name. I was watching. That's another movie I was watching at my mother's place. Something Plan. Wow, there can't be that many movies that in Plan was. Wow. Well, and I guess you don't know
Me
it,
and Adam
right?
have nothing to say to each other.
It's
I'm on
insane.
plan.
You brought him in here. You're the one who knows him.
Adam, okay.
Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Escape Plan.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Thank you.
So what about it?
Nah, I saw the last 10 minutes and I'm annoyed that I'm going to go watch it.
I'm annoyed by you.
Uh,
So Adam has, he asked me if I wanted to go to Playground because he apparently when you gamble all your money to get you to keep coming back,
You have to bring a friend.
They have a raffle. They take all your winnings. If you spend X amount of money, they give you 1 ticket. If you spend X amount of money, they give you 2 tickets to come back next week to see if you won the raffle.
I'd like to edit
And
that
once-
ever so
and-
slightly, Guido.
Yes, go ahead.
When you win a large prize, they already give you the raffle tickets.
Okay, so
It's
you
not
won
the
a
mo-
large prize, which you...
It's about $600-$700.
All right, that's a large prize, and you gave it back to them, right? You borrowed it for a bit, for a couple
Not
hours.
right away, but yeah, in a sense.
So you borrowed it.
oh
and-
no, Adam.
So now we got to go back to try to find that money.
That money's never coming back.
You know what, guys? The white flag goes up on me and gambling.
Yeah.
Adam, may I
And
ask
it's
you?
good that you admit it, Adam.
Go ahead and ask.
When you're at Playground, what's your gamble of choice?
Risky sex.
Did you hear how he said that?
No, I'm
Did you
saying
hear how
this.
he said
It all
this?
depends on
You already-
he just
There's machines,
got a
there's blackjack,
dopamine
there's
pump on
poker,
camera.
there's
It's as if
poker.
we asked him describe the hottest woman you've ever seen. You're
right.
And he's like, oh, that ass.
That's absolutely right because
That's crazy.
it hit his prefrontal cortex.
Yeah, he just. Oh my god.
It hit that part of his brain. That is Adam's absolute addiction is gambling. It's okay,
You know,
Adam.
I was told by a person, never mind his name, but I was told by a friend, he says, Adam, if you find a way to
Jimmy
busy
Perfume.
yourself with other things, that's not Jimmy, then gambling
Dexter.
will find a way to phase itself. No.
I agree with you. I agree with your friend that told you that. I'm a believer in science too. You know, I say medication works too. I don't know, but is it interfering with your life? Like if you know in the 12-step programs, people say, you know, if your life gets fucked with because of your problem, then you
Okay.
got a problem.
Well,
has it
don't-
really destroyed your life? I don't think it
The
has.
best analogy.
Hasn't
You
made it
understand-
better.
You understand what
Has
a
it
gray-
made it better? That's for sure.
Do you understand what a gray area is? It's not cut and dry.
Right.
Somewhat yes, and somewhat no. You know, I mean,
I mean, how is it
am I
better
about
to your
to
life?
take a rope and you know commit suicide with it? No.
No.
It just makes me kind of upset at myself. I guess I can't pay this bill because
Yeah, you can't buy the rope. That's the problem.
Exactly. But look, you know, there's always another day of gambling that you could win. So I'll go tomorrow with you if you want to go. Let's go get your money back. And
I was there only
I'll,
kind of
I'll
in the
buy
hope
a
phases.
box of cigars because I'm looking for a new addiction.
Adam, what's the over-under you think on actually winning?
Well, guys, any person who has a little bit of rational thought knows that the house always wins. Generally, the favors are in the house.
But
the house is favored. So.
Okay, I what about
Under.
your system? Do you as a guy who went through a major gambling phase, I could tell you it worked better for me if I set aside $500 to play, knowing I could lose it, than if let me try 100 at a time and I brought 500 there. If I bring 500, if I try to, you get what I'm saying, Pantelis?
I'm listening to you.
Because I'm not, if I'm cautiously playing with $100, I'll do like, okay, let me do 50 cents a spin, 25 cents a spin, $1 a spin. But if I go there with the intention of losing $500, knowing I'm going to lose $500, I can potentially win more because I'm doing $5 spins and getting the bonus.
Never gave it thought at.
That's how when I've
never thought
won
about it at that
a lot
level.
of money. That's how I've won. Knowing, I don't think it's a strategy. I think you lose, but you just prepare yourself, saying, "Okay, I'm going to lose $500 now, but let's go to the big boy machines. Let's not play the granny machines."
Yeah, you risk more.
I was going to say something
like you've seen my
slightly-
recent plan: high risk, high reward.
High risk, high
I'm
reward.
I'm gonna put it in slightly different terms. There are machines. I'm sure you've heard of the pigs, right? Where you have those three things. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you like that one, huh?
You
With
go
the
there when they're close
construction
to being
hats.
no, that too. But no,
That's another
not the
one?
I had in
Okay.
mind. I think they're green, yellow, and red.
Are they the pigs that get fat and explode?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, you love that one.
I only go when they're actually there's a fish game. That's not the best analogy. I go when the fish are just about to explode. If they're small, I don't. You know what I mean?
Have you ever made a fish explode?
Yeah,
With just a
many
touch?
times. Many
Yeah.
times.
How much you get from that?
What's the most I ever won? Maybe 300-400.
Can you smoke at playground?
There's a room where you can.
Okay, it's a room, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm excited. What are we going to eat over there? You're buying me dinner. We're going to go for a steak?
Unlikely.
Unlikely. Oh, right.
This is great.
How about you, Guido? Maybe you could tell me when you were at the Montreal Casino, what was your favorite machine to play? They have so many.
I was trying to remember them while you were talking.
Wait, hold on, because I don't want to deviate. Adam, you're currently no longer working in your famous,
I do have
Infamous.
a part-time job.
Yeah,
right, in
he's
your
still
infamous moving children job. So what are you doing with so much more free time?
Well, he goes to that place where he's on a ladder in a box.
I know, but he's got more free time now because
Yeah.
he's not going to the other place.
He's going to playground.
What are you doing with all your free time? Yeah.
That's a very good question.
Okay.
Well, what's the
I
answer
know
to that
what
question?
he's doing.
Okay, let me put it this way. I don't monitor my every hour of every schedule.
Yeah, of course you do. You're the only one who can monitor. You're there all the time. You're obviously monitoring it. You're the only one that's with you all the time. What are you talking about?
He told me,
I'm in relaxation mode.
okay,
What are
okay,
you
you're
doing?
enjoying your
You're
summer.
enjoying it. We're just asking, what do you do to pass the time?
Well, movies I like. You know.
Okay, I asked him, how do we get there if we want to go by public transportation? The guy answered the bus line to Playground Casino like he was Rain Man counting toothpicks. he knew the 101 bus.
The
No, but this
reason
bus
why
comes
111
later. The 28 bus there from Angringall there, up, down.
You
this
know
one takes
why?
an hour. This
Because
so come on, admit
I
where
thought
you're
you
doing.
need to find the right bus when
you
you're
were
going
at
outside
Playground.
the city.
You were probably at Playground today.
No, Not today.
That's suspect.
You're very suspicious.
How many people would you say are in there?
That's a very good question. I don't know, 1,000.
Really, huh?
Small. It's smaller than the Montreal Casino.
I'm trying to remember the game. I love that dragon game that you see the Asian ladies playing at the casino. It's a long. It's a long.
I
It's
think I know
it's
what you
long.
mean.
All sitting next to
When
each
you
other.
hear a
have to-
little ding, it all becomes wild. Everything
Yeah.
around it. Yeah, I know that game.
Yeah. Oh, that dopamine pump.
Yeah.
I don't think the casino's as nice as. I think probably Playground is. I haven't been, but I'm guessing. It's probably better, more like in the States, more like in Miami or like in Florida
agree, yeah.
casinos than the Montreal Casino, which Montreal Casino fell a few pegs for me.
Yeah.
And I think it's because they have people playing on the app more.
I also
It
find
was. It used to be an event.
I find it pretty insulting
you.
that place is not open 24 hours.
Well, that's it, because
You're
they
on the
want you to
street, people
play-
are closing at 1. At one point, they were closing at 1 a.m.
They
Like,
want you
go
to play on the phone, I think. I don't know, but I remember it's like what flying used to be in the 60s. People would wear suits on a plane. It was like an event. And now it's just a bus in the air. And that casino looks like the Chevy Chase Vegas vacation movie, the shittier casino he went to go get his money back. You remember that?
No, but I believe you.
I'm thinking of a number. One. Come on, Adam.
I got something which I thought you might want to talk about on the air.
Please.
You always told me you didn't like blackjack because you were afraid that if there were other players, you'd
Yeah,
be
I
That's
don't like
not what he said. He said, I never liked blackjack.
I loved him.
I know you prefer white jack, right?
Well, clearly he prefers white jack off. I'll tell you.
But my question to you, Guido, why don't you just find a table where it's just you and the dealer?
Okay, let's do that tomorrow.
An intimate table.
Yeah, no, it's because I don't like in blackjack when you, because it's
don't give a
it's being
shit,
under pressure.
you know?
It's the anxiety
Follow
of
the
that.
rules,
It's
who
that.
cares,
It's that.
you know?
I don't want to piss off the rest of the table. Like I'm supposed to hit, but I don't, and then the whole table loses.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that.
I don't like that. I don't even know what I'm doing, but everyone's always mad at me.
Yeah, that's it. That's
So I
why
was
I
like,
don't.
sir, you can't put a gun on the table.
Yeah.
Like it's always weird shit. Like
I'd rather play roulette.
Oh, so because you led me to believe that you were just machines. Okay, there was
No,
some,
I like
some table
roulette.
games. Okay.
Craps, I'd love craps because it makes the whole everybody.
that takes a lot of
If you
learning to
win, like the whole
understand.
table goes yeah. So it's very. But I don't know the.
I don't know how to play
I don't know
craps.
how to play it either. But it's definitely the type of game that 12 people will be really happy. Like everyone cheers at the same time. You know.
Yeah.
So I believe, Adam, you came up with a top 5, but I didn't even know what it is.
Would you like to get wind of what it is?
Well, that's it. I just segued into it, didn't I? All right.
It all depends. It's up to Pantelis if this is the appropriate time to do so.
oh my God, this guy's a retard.
But is he gonna read it? Because look, the guy wrote a monologue.
Oh my
You
God,
got-
what is that?
It's funny.
Yeah, all right.
Trust me. Fans and listeners, trust me.
All right. Well, Adam, let's see what Adam is swinging for the fences.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's Top 5.5 Reasons Why Members of the Public Can Sleep Well with the reassurance that Adam is not a scammer. What the
that gonna fit?
how's that gonna fit on a YouTube thumbnail?
Yeah, well, sometimes you need more words. What can I tell you?
I don't know what to say. I'm not putting that on the YouTube thumbnail, I'll tell you that
Man,
much.
that's so funny.
Fine reasons why Adam is not a scammer.
Oh my God. Number 5, and I'm not making any of this up. Number 5, because no one in their right frame of mind would ever believe that after all the scenarios whereby Adam's been scammed, that he would ever turn around and do something unspeakable to someone else. Adam, I don't think you know how lists work. I'm really concerned.
Look at
It's
the way
just
Adam's
reasons.
Look how much Adam is giggling.
Well,
He's so proud of
So
himself.
explain this.
on the bus. I think it stands to reason that unless I'm a hypocrite and I can
Speak in the microphone.
unless I'm a hypocrite and I can guarantee I'm not, I've been on the receiving end of all these scams.
Yes, I know.
Now, I think any rational person will be like, oh my God. Even though I don't want people to feel sorry for me per se, they probably end up doing so because we can't imagine in 100 years that something like this would happen. And in the same breath, this guy scams people. It's not compatible. Okay? I think that's a pretty clear
I want to
explanation.
kill him sometime. All right, well, moving on to the next
All right.
one.
Yeah, I don't even know what. Okay.
Number 4. It's
amazing how one letter getting changed and severely altered the meaning of a word. Adam is a scammer and not a scammer. Oh, Adam is a scammy and not a scammer. Jesus
Everybody in this room likes to make it look like I'm a scammer, but at the end of the day, I'm a scammy, and there's plenty of evidence.
Adam,
from
okay.
prior podcasts.
So there's that, but this one sounds a lot like the number 5.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Okay, but I wanted to make reference to that word.
Okay, scammer.
Okay, yeah, but it's not really like a
You just
additional
basically-
list item. It's kind of the same thing.
It's kind of the same thing.
Okay,
It's
but
like
this is kayfabe. It's whatever comes to your
Oh
mind.
no, he
Okay,
loves
now it's
using that
kayfabe.
word kayfabe.
Now he's a wrestler, okay.
Oh, he loves it.
Number 3, because Pantelis would not in 100 years agree to cooperate with police detectives should they believe that he has participated in any scams. He would sooner flood the studio so as to absolve himself of any responsibility associated with handing over any exculpatory evidence to the authorities. Of what? What are you talking? What does that mean? You're not a scammer.
It means that you would tell the cops to go fuck themselves if they ever tried to say you have a scammer in your studio.
Speaking of the microphone, but how would that make you not a scammer?
Because the result. Okay, it's an indirect inference. Okay,
That's not indirect inference at all. That doesn't add up to this. This doesn't make any sense.
What's that word again? Expulsion.
Okay, I could have paraphrased this and said because Pantelis would not in 100 years have a guy on his podcast that fits the profile of a scammer.
Who said
Why
that?
didn't you say that? And who said that?
I'm saying that.
He's had plenty of
Because I
scammers
know
on.
you well.
Yeah, you clearly fit the profile of a scammer. Poseidon, a used car salesman, was here for a very long time.
Jacques Rougeau was here.
Jacques Rougeau did a podcast
He's
with
the
me.
biggest scammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jacques and Poseidon don't have the history that I have.
So you're saying you do have a history of fellation people for scams. Da-da-da. Adam shooting
the
himself in the
only thing
foot
not
one
going
more
for
time.
me.
Exculpatory? What's that word?
Exculpatory.
Exculpatory.
I wanted to initially say he
I
wanted
love
to set
that
fire
word.
to the place, but that was a little harsh.
I have
Well,
to
it's the
Google
same
this.
thing, flooding fire.
Exculpatory.
Guido, are you ready for number 2?
ahead.
Because unlike Adam, scammers are not naive bystanders. They're not by believing that no Italian or Pakistani man
Indian.
would ever pass as a hot lady from the U.S. and target them so that their targets can send them Walmart gift cards. Look, I know what you're trying to say, but how do you, like, you hang around with children? You don't have to write like them.
I was on a bus.
But you,
I
Adam,
wrote
you,
this on the bus.
Adam, you keep really painting yourself like that. And I think you know what you're doing. I think that's bullshit.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion, but
So you think he's painting himself as a dumb autiste?
Yeah. I fell for this scam, but I think you knew what you were doing.
I thought Sanjay Patel was a hot lady.
Well, guys, I can paraphrase the words whichever I want, but at the end of the day, no one in their right mind would figure this guy's been scammed in so many different ways by so many different people in so many different events, and yet he does it himself, right?
Of course,
It's just
what
not
you're saying is
compatible.
you have this weird scenario in your head where title somehow dictates behavior, and if your title is victim, you can never be the aggressor, which is insane.
I just
Everybody is
didn't think I fit
capable
the
of being the
profile.
aggressor or the victim.
What did you go in there for? Okay, now we're repeating.
Go in
ourselves.
where?
But did you really believe, or you had no other option, so you had to go in there and take a chance because maybe money would come out of it or something?
You have to tell me what you
No,
got
I'm
there.
sorry. It wasn't that. Okay, sorry. I'm
The
getting
reason that I
confused.
got in trouble with the law?
Yeah, no, because I'm mixing up you talking to your girlfriend in Dallas or something that was a Pakistani man. And
Whatever, Ohio.
Yeah.
No, it was Pantelis said it perfectly. It was supposedly an Indian or Pakistani man.
It was
posing as some hot woman, saying that she wants to go out on a date.
And you never
how hot
spoke
she
to
is.
her again? Don't you have her number?
She said she lost her phone, but whatever.
Okay, I forgot.
How did she tell you that?
No, there was actually no. It's coming back to
How'd
me.
she
and I
tell
think
you
it
she
was
lost her phone?
Dallas. I think it was Dallas.
Yeah, how'd she tell you she lost her phone?
We were on a chat? Oh, we were on a chat site briefly, but then I closed it.
You're on a chat site where she lost her means of communication, but she's telling you that she lost her means of communication. So how she's
Replaced the means of communication with a chat site.
You ever
Okay, but I mean, how is she using the chat site?
She's typing, you know?
Okay, so then she has her means of communication. If she's
Oh,
whatever.
when you say communication, I figured phone. No, okay. She lost the most efficient means of communication,
But
which
she
is via the
clearly
phone.
efficiently spoke to you in a chat room.
Okay, yes, but it took me some time to realize that let's just say...
Number one, if any police detective ever gets wind of all the information that was told about Adam via previous podcasts, I think their motto during their interrogation would be, let's stop right now, we definitely have the wrong individual. Oh, is that what you think they think?
I love that you're laughing.
Oh, guys, something, you know how it is. Perception of jokes is an individual thing.
Yes,
I find
it
it
is.
pretty funny.
Well said, yes.
You know?
Did you have a half, Adam?
He did put half.
yeah.
It says half. Wacko mind, wacko imagination, yes, but scammer, no. Pedophile, yes. So that's a weird thing to put as
I was running out of time. I had to
Very
stop
well.
something
It was
together.
well said.
weird thing
Well
to
done,
add.
Adam.
Yeah, very weird,
Well
strange,
done on your
strange thing to add.
perhaps first or second or third top 5.
We'll leave it up to the fans if they find it funny. I mean,
Oh,
you
they
know.
probably do.
Are you
you go.
excited for this summer? Are you going to the festivals? Are you going to the Jazz Fest? Are you?
Well, interestingly enough, this is the first summer that I'm a free man, so...
Oh, why you were shackled?
You were tied down to some broad.
Well, it's called the court ordered me to be shackled.
Oh, okay.
You're probably wondering how the court ordered him to be shackled.
So now the sky's the limit, baby. What are you gonna do? You're going to the botanical gardens?
That's not my thing. The
Oh,
Jazz
right.
Fest is my thing, the Comedy Fest.
You'd like to go see? Oh, you were giggling at a lot of Pantelis's jokes.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. He's a funny man.
Yeah. Do you remember one of them?
Oh, wow, Adam, you're getting fired.
I remember the first guy who was there. The thing about the thing about when Greece became an independent country, and then Haiti said Haiti came
that
in
was
correction.
me. That was me. I'm the one who said that.
Yeah. Sorry, no, forget about the other guy. Yeah, okay, there's your answer. I remember a joke.
Okay, you were giggling. Yeah, Poseidon and I noticed how much you enjoyed the filleting, the double fellatio joke.
Well, let's not ruin all my jokes. Let's not burn my material.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he definitely enjoys a good fellatio themed joke.
When that came up.
Hey, Adam, you ever noticed that you're very prone to enjoying fellatio themed content?
I never gave such a thought any thought.
Adam, there's a drawing of a penis in front of you.
It looks like
You
a
said it
lizard
was
to
a
me.
lizard.
It could be many things.
Lizard King, Liver King. Adam, have you been following the Liver King guy?
No, I heard about him, but I don't know anything about him.
Look, everybody's always, they talk about it, so we're not going to get into it too much. But one thing that there was red flags. Sam Roberts. I love, he doesn't get enough credit, Sam Roberts.
I think he gets too much credit.
Okay, but he gets
I'm joking.
in the wrestling stuff, but
No, you're right. Sam's a good broadcaster. Is a very good broadcaster.
that's what I mean.
Not Sam Roberts, the musician.
No, Sam Roberts, the
I didn't
podcast
know
guy.
there's more than one Sam Roberts.
His school to learn how to do stuff and the way he breaks it down was, Opie and Anthony and Jim.
Yep.
So he knows how to break stuff. So I went to his take, which was very simple, and it's like the red flags. That when somebody thinks about likes, shares, how many followers, that's already the problem.
I got to tell you guys something because it involves you. I just got a message from our good friend Gapes, head of special effects here at
Hi,
Pantelis Comedy.
Gapes.
Hello, Gibbs.
I just handed him over the Matrix cut,
All right.
and he told me, gentlemen, fantastically shot. This is going to be a joy to mess with.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And that's he really knows his stuff.
Yeah. Well,
I wonder, is he in this part of the world?
right now he might be in Montreal because they're filming some stuff. He's doing some CGI stuff.
Because I know that,
He had an important job on Saturday. That's why he couldn't come to a special.
but I'm not sure if, he's always working, but actual big summertime productions filming here. I don't know if there's.
I don't know if it's here or somewhere else. I don't know if he's doing it remotely, if he's going somewhere else. But he's always busy. Like
yeah, he's
guys
always
like
busy.
that
Yeah,
are
yeah.
in high
It's
demand.
true. It's true. It's really a remote job when you do it that well. You ever watch those guys on YouTube that fix the special effects of other things?
No, I
They're the-
haven't. But
Like the Scorpion King. You know how The Rock, when he came out as he looked fake?
So yeah,
they fixed it.
They fixed it to make okay.
Yeah.
So
These are a bunch of Gapes. Gapes probably knows these guys.
Probably.
Yeah.
so Adam,
Yes.
what'd you do Sunday?
Sunday. Quiet day. Not much.
Answer the question.
What does that mean?
Okay, how about this? How many levels of detail do you want?
Did you watch
I
something?
slept.
And
I
just
woke
watched
up,
something?
I stayed at home all day.
Did you never left the house?
No.
What about
So
Monday?
if you lose, so how did you eat?
Okay, I went shopping.
Okay, so what do? You walk over to Giant Tiger or something?
I usually go to Maxi.
Okay, so you walk over.
Hold on. Whoa. Maxi or Maxi and Company?
Take
Which
your
one?
pick. The grocery
Which
store
one do you go to?
Maxi.
Which one do you go to?
I didn't know there's any difference.
Which one do you go to?
The one that's partnered with Provigo.
Okay, Maxi or Maxi and Company?
And
I
no
never
frills in the
noticed.
rest of
I
Canada.
never
It's called
noticed the
no
difference.
frills.
It's the same thing as Maxi?
Maxi is no frills in the rest
I
of Canada.
wondered what no frills
Okay,
was.
I never
Maxi.
noticed an NC, so I just noticed Maxi.
A Nancy?
Maxi, period.
So you went to Maxi.
Why don't you go to the other guy?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I didn't want to go to Mini. I like
no.
my loyalties with Maxi. Get it?
He's got the jokes.
There's the Super C. That's also next to your.
What do you like?
Exodus.
What do you like to purchase at Maxi?
Michelina's.
Yogurt, fruits.
Good.
I don't want to embarrass myself with the very.
Why would-
Why? What's
why
embarrassing
would that-
about yogurt and fruit?
What kind of yogurt?
I ate cherries earlier.
Well, because there were times that I was told that some of the food that I purchased was a kind of subpar in terms of respectable,
Oh yeah, the time.
adequate.
Because you
amounts of-
severed penises from African children. That was weird. But now, if you bought it at Maxi, I'm sure it's okay. Would you like me to share with you a recent food purchase that I got that I like?
Please.
Of course.
I like the Greek yogurt.
Yes.
protein.
Olympic one. I like that one.
Is it Olympic? The one that I think maybe it's Liberté that I've been getting lately.
Okay, Liberté is great.
Yeah, I grab that, and then I get honey, Greek honey.
Yes.
And then Adam, I get
You get nature flavor, by the way.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
And I recently discovered at the what's it called, Tao, the health place.
Yeah.
I recently
I know Tao,
discovered.
yeah.
I recently discovered an organic peanut butter
Yes.
that has organic peanut butter and hazelnut in one
Excellent.
thing.
So it's
So what
like
I do, Adam, is I put yogurt as a base, put some of that peanut butter hazelnut, pour slice a couple bananas, put on top,
There you
pour
go.
honey all over it,
excellent.
mash it up and eat it with a spoon. It is better than ice cream.
He's absolutely right.
cool.
I used to do that a lot.
You don't put any. You don't put any nuts in there.
There's already peanut. It's peanut butter.
It's the protein of the.
Gotcha.
I began also eating like that again. I haven't eaten like that in years, and I find myself craving fruit. Here's what I used to do. I used to get that frozen bag of fruit in the frozen section. Berries, and I would put that on the yogurt. I would have that. I would go to Bulk Barn or something or Tao and get the granola stuff that has like 0 sugar. Throw that mofo on and put the Greek honey, and that's it. You got to eat like that, my friend. You cannot microwave all your food.
And I bought some croissants also.
Of course.
Of course you did. I don't blame you.
I want to buy you a beret.
Pardon?
A beret. Do you like chocolatines?
What's a beret? I don't know what that
Beret
word
is what they wear in France.
Oh. I
You know
how
what
to
a
spell
beret
it, but
is?
I don't know what it is. It's spelled BERET, but I don't know what it is.
Do you know raspberry berets? The kind you buy in a secondhand store?
Yeah, that Prince song. I still don't know what it means.
Working 9 to 5 at the 5 and dime. My boss was Mr. McGee. When are we going karaoke, Adam?
Not soon.
Why not?
I would love to see you karaoke.
Adam, I'm telling you right now, I'm with him. I would love to see you karaoke.
We should do an event. Did you see the Let's Make AC/DC Retire thing? I felt so
No, what
bad.
is that?
I don't know. There's always there's some fan shot stuff, right? So the AC/DC concert, it was like Angus Young, being old.
Okay.
And like I say, rock on till you drop, man. Ozzy's doing his last show in a couple of weeks.
I thought he stopped a long time ago.
No, Ozzy with Black Sabbath is reuniting 1 night only or 2 nights only there. It's his big goodbye.
But he had quit before this was came back.
Yeah,
just for
he's
that
not
one.
in good shape.
Ozzy? No, not at all.
In fact, I went down a morbid rabbit hole today with my buddy Johnny. I was asking who not necessarily who, and I respect, but you know how they're all really old and up there, and you forget how old. Like you were like, man, Gene Hackman is that old. He passed.
When he passed, by the way, that was a very sad. How did they all three pass with the dog?
Well, what happened was he had Alzheimer's, so she died, and then he hung around with her for a couple of days and was confused, and then he died. And the
That's
dog died
awful.
because he didn't know to go let the dog out of the cage because she put the. Yeah, that's an awful way to go. Poor guy. But so like, I mean, you think about it. How old? Dick Van Dyke is 100 years old.
Wow.
You know,
I'm sure Bob Barker passed away recently.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that recent?
Or Michael Caine. Michael Caine's.
I was watching a movie with him.
Michael Caine's old.
Magic Bullet. Did you ever see it? Where he goes through. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
he's
movie called
so
Magic
many.
Bullet.
There's man, like all the icons that I grew up watching are in their 80s now.
What's his name? Clint Eastwood. He's like in
Clint
his
Eastwood's
90s.
94.
I can't believe it. Yeah.
You know, think about that.
That's actually
Robert
impressive.
Redford. Dustin Hoffman's like 90, bro.
What are those two Italian actors that just had a baby recently? From Casino. I forgot their name.
Pacino and De Niro.
Thank you. Yeah. How old are they?
They had a
Lydia?
kid together.
But yeah, they had a
Two
kid.
separate women.
I think Pacino is going to be 85. Wow. And I think De Niro's like 82.
Unbelievable.
Yep. Which basically makes you and I 50.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let me tell you, when you're 47, you're 50. It doesn't make a difference. The next three, you're 50. That's it.
Adam,
50 is 50. It's not 38. It's not
yes,
47.
Pantelis.
Ideally, if you can choose what age you're gonna have a baby, look at the camera. Okay, ideally if you can choose, I could have a baby at X age. What age would it be ideally?
Oh boy. Okay, let me answer in a very layman's terms. It's like saying I don't like skiing, but you're asking me how old would I like to be when I start skiing.
Okay,
I
so
can't give you an answer.
okay.
Oh, he doesn't want
you,
kids.
You don't. Okay, that's not. I thought you wanted kids.
No, he likes being a kid.
Okay, I thought you wanted kids because you got it because you said, "Oh, I have this job. I love kids. It's fun."
How about this? What if somebody paid you a lot of money for your sperm? Would you say yes?
Yeah. What if you found someone who has low standards?
This
Yeah, you might consider that, wouldn't
into the
you?
philosophers for
Okay.
society.
No, like for example,
that exists.
if you didn't have to raise the kid, you just had to help make it. Would you do it then?
Let me put it this way: it's outside of the realm of what I consider normal. You know, I don't
Having a
know
kid?
because it's outside of
It's
the
the
realm.
most natural thing in the planet.
Yeah.
But when it's not yours,
It is yours. You
It is
just
yours.
made
You
it.
make
sorry,
it.
it's yours, but you don't want to be involved with it. That's kind of. I
But
just
you
find
get
that
you get
inappropriate.
compensated. You wouldn't do it even for that?
I don't know.
Sometimes
I'd sooner
you've
go
been
for
known
those-
to be short on cash.
You know those. There's a place where they make you do research for. I don't know.
Algorithm
Algorithm
like
pharma.
algorithm pharma. Yeah, that was the only
Whatever
thing.
Whatever.
about the
They
only
were right
thing-
next to Metro.
They're still there, but they changed the name.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing I can see myself doing.
Like getting tested as a guinea pig?
I sometimes
Why would you be motivated to do that?
Well, along the lines of what Guido just said, you're not doing anything wrong or inappropriate, or
But
and you're getting paid.
I sometimes took part in my boat living days. I took part in stuff like that, but not the medical ones. They were the come and taste this thing and write what you think about it, and you get paid kind of shit.
Taste this thing.
What do you call those? The test audience type stuff.
Yeah.
I would do that for money because it's not just to try this medication. And you got to be looking for the placebo. If you can't take the placebo, you're screwed. Those studies pay you, but what if you really take, Alzheimer's medication?
He
Well,
doesn't
it's-
seem to care.
It's the people that organize it. It's their business to make sure you don't take.
Sometimes,
the placebo, right?
there's a smoking one. Another time I had to go describe Camel cigarettes.
You describe them? What do you
Like,
mean?
try this new brand.
And just say if you like it?
Yeah, just give us your feedback, and they give you $100. Another time, the TV, I had to show up there, and the New York City taxis have like the iPads in back, the screen.
Yeah.
Welcome to New York. Do you want to hear jazz? You want to watch the news? They have those screens in the cab. I had to go in 3 different cabs and tell them which one I liked better of the interface of the screen of the New York City cab.
How much did you get paid for? that?
$150. It was like an hour. Wow. They have stuff like that. They probably
You
have that in
decide where
Toronto.
the cab takes you, or they tell you.
No. You're sitting in a cab. You're not going anywhere.
Oh.
You just have to give your feedback on how was your experience the last 20 minutes. Which one of these iPads is easier to use? Do you like this one that has that? Do you like that one that? Yeah, I bet you Toronto has a lot of those type. I forgot what the term is for these. Man, it's like those test studies, the marketing studies, marketing.
Okay, I believe you. I
the
never
heck
heard
are they
anything like
called,
The
that.
samples.
Not yeah, the sample, but there's a word for it. People get paid for that. Have you heard of this app called Too Good to Go?
No.
I suggest you download it, my friend. It's when, let's say, Tim Hortons or Metro has like a surprise bag because they don't want to waste food. You can go pick it up at any store that's on it. Even Pizza, for example, you can get a pizza for $6 instead of, $25. You can go get the fresh produce. You go to Metro and you can go pick up a Too Good to Go bag, and it's going to be guaranteed.
It's an app?
Yeah, Too Good to Go. Alex the Giant told me about it, and he's absolutely right. I went to IGA. I wanted to buy a bag of grapes, bro. Give me a number. Guess. A bag of grapes.
$18.
16.
Bro, you made me angry by saying that because sometimes I won't buy grapes because they're $18.
That's it. But Too Good to Go. I highly recommend it. It's for fresh produce. You'll go to. It's the stuff that has to be used soon, but it's not bad. And you know how you like fucking. There's starving people in the world. The couche-tard croissants?
Yeah.
You can go pick up a couche-tard croissants instead of throwing them away. It's going to cost you $4 for 12. Stuff like that. And I love it. It's Too Good to Go. And why not? Why the heck not? I don't want to waste food. Or those couche-tard sandwiches that Adam eats. Those triangle,
Oh, those aren't good. Those are full of salt,
But
right?
my point is, they have everything. They even have Amir or Bustan or, they're cleaning up at night, right? We have to throw away these potatoes. Let's put them on Too Good to Go.
So, Adam, why don't you just get that?
You should use that, Adam. Too Good to Go. But
Wait,
I
does
think
he
it's
have
a
to go
lot of
pick 'em up?
I think it's pickup. It's pickup. But I'm sure those stores. He's at Maxi. He can walk.
Oh, yeah,
there.
if they're nearby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. Too Good to Go, Adam. You should download that app.
Save yourself money, get some quality meals.
And then you can gamble.
Oh, I know that's what he's thinking.
What was the most you won on that raffle that makes you come back to Playground?
$800.
See?
I won 500. They give you what's called playable. You know what playable means, right?
Yeah, you
I know
can.
what
You
Playboy
can't walk
means.
out with it. You can play with it.
Play with it once
Yeah.
it's you
Once
get
it's
whatever.
yeah.
Once the $500 has been spent, whatever you made from that
Yeah.
500 is yours.
Okay.
How-
So
wait,
what I
wait,
had,
wait,
what I
hold
made
on,
was.
hold on. How is that calculated?
They just want you to keep gambling.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, 'cause
so
hold
it's
on.
simple. I'll make it really
Yes,
simple
make
for
it
you,
real simple
Pantelis.
for me.
Let's say I make a $20 spin. I put a $20 bet on a machine, right?
Yeah, and you get $500.
And I get $1, let's say, okay? Let's make
No,
it
no,
really.
stop it.
No. You get 500.
Stop it.
Now,
you just
cannot-
said the 500. You cannot leave with it. I made 500.
You make 500, but withdrawal amount available is probably going to be 160 because they want you to keep playing because you have playable money.
Okay, but playable
yeah.
money.
Okay,
But how does that
Pantelis,
make sense? Because
if
all of
you-
it is playable money.
Okay, please. I think I'm going to do a good job explaining it. The first spin, $20. The second spin, $20. The third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. After 25 spins, you've played your $500. However much money you won,
After that is yours.
Yeah, think of it as two separate
it's like
categories.
But if I just keep spinning $500 worth,
Yeah.
and I lose the 500,
then you go home with zero. It's whatever
so
you
you-
make from those spins.
yeah, it's
so you didn't really win.
I'll tell you, like if you go to Jackpot City on the phone, which is also a Ganawagi site, $1,600 bonus. You deposit $500,
Same thing, right? You can't
and you're
touch
gonna
that
get
money.
$1,600. You cannot just
Cash it out.
withdraw that $1,600 they give you.
You have to play it.
You have to play it, and that's it. That's how it works. It's playable money.
You know what a really
if I
easy
go
way-
to Lotto Quebec and I play $500, I only have $500 to play with. If I go to the Ganawagi one, I give them $500. I have $1,200 to play with. It's just
Is
a
that an
thing to-
ongoing thing or
to
just
keep-
sometimes?
Yeah, I think for new people, you know,
Wow.
like they'll probably give me some kind of playing bonus
You know
tomorrow
how
because I've never
easily you
been
could
there.
keep that 1,200, just keep
Well,
playing
why don't
roulette.
you show me tomorrow?
I will. I've showed it to, but you're not a big fan.
I can't
Play
wait till the
roulette
next
and-
episode because I'm going to give you guys the.
You're both can come with no shirts.
Yeah, we're going to give you guys the what do you call it? The feedback, the
Play-by-play.
the play-by-play of what had happened with Adam and Guido's adventure at Playground.
You're probably wondering how we ended up in Kanawaki prison. Look, there are certain terms you're not supposed to use around here, and we use them all.
So bad for us, eh?
Adam, being with you here makes me realize how essential and how much I miss Poseidon. How essential he is to the equation.
Yeah, no offense to you, Adam, right? But that's the way it is.
No. Offense to you, Adam. Offense
I'm
to
being
you.
funny, obviously.
No, and I noticed there's the closest you get to an old. I've been going back to old Opie and Anthony stuff.
As you should.
Highly recommended, guys. Type in Opie and Anthony Patrice on YouTube, and
Who's that?
they're the golden age of what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
On the show, they were just comedians would come in talking.
Oh yeah.
And because Anthony went back to WABC, right? And he had Jim on, and it was the closest to how it used to be, except when Opie was there, he was kind of like a Sam Roberts, like a you. When we're doing this show, you're guiding the show a little bit.
Yeah,
Like an
someone
Eva.
has to do
Someone
that.
has to do that. So Anthony won't do it. Jim won't do it. And this is the part that Opie people continue to forget.
They
How
don't
essential-
forget. Here, let's just
'Cause
tell the
Opie-
truth.
yeah.
People were saying it for years. He's a great anchor and all that. However, he became such a dick
Yeah.
that it overshadowed all his contributions.
There's some mental instability there.
Do you know
and
where
some
these
kind
guys
of-
are from?
They're from Long Island.
And Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They're from Long
And
Island.
Hawaii.
Yeah. But the
I think
point,
one of them's from Eastern Japan.
like Sam Roberts,
Eastern Japanese.
the Sam Roberts is a good example of what could be an Opie. If Sam Roberts gets together with
Well, I don't think he'd like to be described as an Opie.
no, but I mean that in a good way.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You know what I mean? It would be Sam, Opie, Anthony. I mean Sam, Jim, and Anthony, or Sam and two other people.
Oh, Sam, Anthony, and Jim
Would be a great
That'd be
show.
a great show.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I guess Sam's making good wrestling money.
Are
Yeah,
these
he's having
people
so
you
much
can
fun.
watch on TV or podcasts? How do you find these people? Like,
They're on.
You close your eyes and make a wish.
Yeah, they're on podcasts, and you can watch them on YouTube.
oh, okay.
By the way, a friend of mine, David, told me his friend is one of those guys that brings in wrestlers. You know, what do you think Bret Hart charges for an appearance? You know, like when he goes to
The wrestler.
10 grand.
inside the ropes when he's talking in Britain,
Yeah,
and they're
10,
asking
10 grand?
more,
15?
40.
30.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he asked for 30. He
In
asked for
England,
30.
he goes to
So- so,
England.
yeah,
so-
they all do.
And it's
But-
pounds, right? So it's not.
Well, no, equivalent to 30 grand Canadian. Now, how to
Oh, yeah,
make
he's
that
Canadian.
back?
That's true.
What would you have to charge a ticket if you got to give him 30 grand?
Maybe it depends how many people you could fit inside, but a lot that
Exactly.
might be $50 to $70 tickets.
And
It's
it
a lot.
depends what your other expenses are.
Well, you got to give him a nice hotel. You got to get him a driver, bodyguard.
So
The whole operation is as expensive.
Well, that's it. So it would be like a 40 grand investment, and hopefully you can make a little more after.
you're lucky if you break even.
Is
though,
it
depending.
televised?
It's
Well,
on
you could do whatever you want with it. You could put it on your YouTube channel or whatever. As long as he get, if
Do
two
the people
show
do
up-
that? Because that's more.
Sure, that's
revenue.
what they do. If you watch Inside the Ropes, Bret Hart shoots on NWO or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
not much of a wrestling fan.
He's not much. I don't know if he's a fan of anything. He's just. I feel like you just hover through life.
you
kinda.
do hover at him.
And people
I
did
do,
confirm.
actually-
Someone told me I finally seeing Adam on Saturday at your show. Someone sent me a message. I finally understand what you guys mean about walking dick first. He does walk into every. You walk into every room like you're gonna cock slap everyone. Why?
I was gonna share something funny about that. You, on the other hand, dick second, body first, dick second. Me, it's the
You're
other way.
are you crotch gazing?
He's crotch gazing now.
Adam, how did it feel to get like recognized and people said hello to you?
Oh, he loved it.
Cool. Yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah, cool, I guess. But really, I remember him being like, "You saw that? You saw that? People know
Well,
me."
I was very appreciative when there was a guy. I can't remember who it was.
First guy, the guy.
I don't know if you were there or not.
Justin, or
Maybe
A lot of
guy
people
from
noticed him.
NDG. Remember, he said he was from NDG.
People were screaming at him from across the
Could have been
street. It was
just-
fun.
He says you do a good job.
yeah. Well, you do. Just keep being you.
Yeah, just be natural. You guys excited for in a couple of weeks? You'll be in the new studio.
Yes, Adam. There's a I think what is that? Is the moon in retrograde or what's going on
Right
in that
now?
world? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. But there's a transition, Adam.
Yeah, there's a transition
This
happening.
is the dawning of the age
Age
of
of
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Age of Aquarius. Stuff's
bad I don't-
happening.
Too
Stuff's.
bad I don't remember the name of that band.
Do
Yeah.
you feel the energy, Adam?
That song was used in a movie.
It was used,
Yeah, it was used in
many
many
movies.
movies.
But you're probably thinking the movie The
Hair.
Out of Towners. Oh yeah, Hair. Hair. That's right. You watched Hair?
No, I don't remember.
It's the whole movie's about your pubes.
Yeah.
Adam must be rocking the Douglas fir tree. But it was also in The Out of Towners with Steve Martin, Goldie Hawn, and John Cleese.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Yeah, yeah.
One of the funniest human beings on the planet.
She played in a movie called Bird on a Wire, I think. Eh?
Yes, with Mel Gibson.
I saw that one.
Mel Gibson currently in Greece at the holy mountain of Mount
I was
Athos.
just going to say that. Mel Gibson is full in on
Greek Orthodoxy.
Directing, or he's still, I don't even know if he started shooting yet, but he's still researching. Any minute, he's going to start making that resurrection movie.
Yeah, Passion of the Christ 2, Revenge.
Yeah, this time's for
Guys,
real.
I would like to politely correct anybody who says I don't know much about wrestling because I went to a show and our good friend, you know who I'm talking about.
He knew too
From high school.
much.
And they knew.
Would you like to say his name?
I now am doing movie trailer guy, and I'm going to resist saying the name.
Dios mío, is that Jesus? He's a backup from the dead.
This is where the Peter, he was the apostle. Now he has to.
Halash, I do not believe that is not the real Jesus.
He's recruiting his team.
My rooster keeps cooking.
He was a fisherman. His cousin John the Baptist.
Oh, I got their back. I got their back.
It was a good trailer.
Dexter,
Yes.
the last apostle, Dexter Haynes.
That's right. So I went to a show which he invited me to. I was
And?
impressed.
By his wrestling ability, by his physique, by the oil.
The one
All of the above.
The 13th apostle. The 13th apostle is Dexter, black guy. Oh, you motherfucker!
You guys may or may not know this, but he won the Canadian Wrestling Championships. I don't know what year it was, but
He was a legit Kurt Angle type wrestler,
Yeah, I like Kurt Angle.
and now he's.
I heard that name mentioned actually recently. Yeah.
Kurt Angle was in that movie Pain and Gain.
He was addicted to painkillers.
Yes, he was. He was part of that Foxcatcher
Is that
thing.
not the guy who won something in the Olympics?
That guy,
Molested.
the guy that killed fucking Mark Ruffalo there. Yeah.
He was in the Olympics. He won the Olympic gold, didn't
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
he's
That's
a
why he
gold-
made a whole gimmick on it.
He's
He
an
made a whole
Olympic
career.
gold medalist.
Made a whole career out of it. I went to that Brad Pitt movie.
Oh,
Did I mention this on the last show? I don't remember.
I don't know.
It's all a fog. But I was invited to that premiere of that F1, and it's
Is it a good?
It's Brad Pitt
not
is so
good.
charming. It's exactly what you think it is.
Not good.
It's like
It's
Days
not
of Fi-
fiction. It's based on the truth, right?
No. But it's based on true type stuff. But it's a really good movie. And Brad,
Oh, so it is good.
it's great. And I watched it with my dad. I don't remember the last time I watched a movie in a cinema with my dad, if ever. And anyway,
Did he understand it?
yeah, no, he was amazed. And yeah, Brad Pitt is really good in it. And he's not acting, he's being Brad Pitt, cocky, charming guy. Fucking hilarious. Really enjoyed that movie.
Adam, any closing statements for your fan base?
Oh, just a very humble thank you.
Oh.
Intellectuals out.